So, you own a piece of property and you're looking to buy good quality equipment. Where should you buy it at? Watch this video and I'll give you some good ideas and tips. Before I get into where you should buy your equipment, something that I do when I'm cutting wood. Some people, want nice, even logs. I don't really care as much how my wood pile looks as far as appearance. I'm looking more for being somewhat on length. My wood stove can burn pieces of wood up to 22 inches. This bar from this edge to the tip is 18. So to save time, I simply just lay down the saw and go, that's approximately 18. There's where I make my cut. You don't have to be right on. If I'm off an inch or two either way, or 3 inches, it really doesn't matter. Again, if you're looking for a pretty wood stack, that's great. I'm looking to burn wood. So with that said, let me get into the purpose of this video. When I purchased my property about 20 years ago, the first piece of equipment that I purchased was a chainsaw. It was the same brand as this chainsaw. I'm not promoting brands, but it was somewhat smaller. And the reason I bought it was because there was a local store that had it on sale. And I decided, well, it doesn't really matter where you buy it. It was less money. I used that saw for about 20 years, and to this day I still own it. It served me well. But I did have a problem with that saw, and which brings me to my whole point. When I went back to the store where I bought it, they said, I'm sorry, but we don't service our equipment here. You have to send it out. About 18 years ago, I purchased the New Holland tractor. And I'll get into why I bought that tractor from that dealer. But they're also a dealer for this same manufacturer saw. So I took that original saw up to that dealer, and they were able to rebuild the clutch and help me out, because whenever you need a piece of equipment and it's broken, that's probably the most important time that you need that piece of equipment. So there's never a good time for a piece of equipment to break. And so I went back to that dealer, which is an hour away from where I live, and I purchased a leaf blower. I purchased a straight shaft trimmer. I purchased another chainsaw, and also the tractor. My point is that going to just a big box store because something's on sale, in the long run, in the beginning may seem, wow, that's what I should do because I'm saving money. But when you have a piece of equipment fail and you need to get something serviced, a lot of times those homeowners will have to go out and buy a whole nother piece of equipment. So going to a very good, reputable dealer who services the equipment is probably more important than saving 20, 30, 40 bucks on that same piece of hard equipment. So case in point with that tractor, you know, there's a lot of great tractors. I don't care if it's red, blue, orange, or green. Pretty much they're all made very well. I went to a dealer which was less than 5 miles from my house that sold a different, I won't say what color it was, but a different manufacturer. And I asked the gentleman, if I have a problem with this tractor, since I can't just load on the back of a truck, will you come out and service it? And their response to me was, well, if you're financing it, you're probably better off not paying the loan, and then the bank will notify us and we'll come out and we'll service your tractor. I did not give that dealer my business. I've had that tractor for 18 years, no problems, but towards the fall of last year, I did have a hydraulic valve that went bad. I called that dealer up. They drove an hour down to my house, picked the tractor up, an hour back, worked on it immediately, and had it back within 24 hours. That's called service. So am I going to go back to that dealer and give them more business? You better believe it. So the best piece of advice I can give you is always do business with a dealer that is going to provide that exceptional service. Because when you least expect it and a piece of hardware does fail, and they do fail from time to time, knowing that you can go there to get something fixed in a timely fashion and get the level of service that you expect is priceless. So with that said, I got to get the tractor over here, roll this log so I can finish cutting it, and then we can get it split and, well, have firewood for the week. So let's get back to work. More tips to come. If you go back on one of my videos, I purchased a Ferris zero-turn mower. I went to where a lot of contractors, like lawn maintenance and service providers, about 40 minutes from here, very well known. They actually sell the same type of chainsaw and equipment that I use. They're also a Ferris dealer. And when I asked them the same question, if I have any problems, you know, what do you do? And they says, normally within 48 hours, we'll have a truck out, which is free of charge. We'll bring it back, diagnose the problem, give you a call, let you know what the charges are, and we'll deliver it back to your residence at no cost, other than what the labor was and the parts to fix the mower. The price was actually $300 less at the dealer that was within 5 miles of my house. Who do you think I gave the business to? The one that's 40 minutes away. Because I know what I'm saving on 300 bucks, when you have something that costs thousands of dollars like that zero turn, all I need is one problem, and that dealer, or choosing that dealer, already paid for itself. So I just rolled this over. I got to get this split, thrown in the loader, taken over, split, and get it up to the house. So more tips to come. Maybe I should have made a video. Is it worth having burning wood? Oh, my back's gonna pay for that. Let's get this over to splitter. So here's the thing. If you saw my other video about what to look for in a log splitter, I suggest you do if you didn't. I'm not saying that all the time you can't go to the big box stores. I mean, this splitter obviously came from a company well known. They're publicly traded. And, you know, I gave them my business. I did check with my local dealer that I bought the tractor and the rest of my equipment off of if they offered a log splitter, and they didn't. I also asked them that if I had a problem with this log splitter, since that publicly traded company does not service their equipment, if I needed to get a ram replaced, filters, replacement motor, or hydraulic pump, would they be able to help me? And their answer was yes. So in that case, I went ahead and purchased this log splitter from a publicly traded company, a big box store. It was a good price, well made. Knowing that I can't go back to them for service, but I can go back to my local dealer that I bought the rest of my equipment from to if this ever needs to get serviced. So I got to keep working as I'm throwing out some ideas, and I'm thinking, boy, why did I join a gym? Trying to lose that COVID belly. Let's get back to work. I got to take this up to the house, and I'll come back and what I like to call rinse and repeat. So here's my point. You kind of get what you pay for as far as when you're looking for good quality equipment. You know, when that relates to a compact, subcompact tractor, log splitter, or even, you know, the saw that I'm using today. There's a lot of good brands out there. As long as you pick a really good brand, a well-known brand, it's going to last you probably close to a lifetime. But to me, what's as important as the brand that you're buying is who you're buying it from. And, you know, if you got a good relationship with a local dealer, you know they're going to be there and they got your back, why not support the local dealer? If you're just going based on price, well, 9 chances out of 10, you're going to be buying that piece of equipment several times over the course of your lifespan. So with that said, I'm a little behind on getting this done. So I need to really buckle down and get to work. I'm going to conclude this video and thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. I always appreciate if you would subscribe to my videos. You know, this is kind of my passion. So please give me a thumbs up or a like. And like I always say, feel free to give me a comment. So thank you again. I'll catch you on the next one.